Hello everyone, Dan at Lifting with Jesus, and as the tank top said, I am a simple man who likes lifting weights and believes in Jesus. But for those of you who have subscribed to this channel and are going to join me on this journey, I want to start with a bio. I've done a couple shorts, gave you a little tour of the gym. Started lifting on January 1st, 1982 with my dad. I was 15 years old, I was in high school, and I fell in love with it. And it was actually about that time I saw my very first Muscle and Fitness magazine on the newsstand, and Dad bought it for me, and of course I subscribed. But first time I'd ever seen Arnold and Franco Columba, many of the other bodybuilders of that era, and I was just blown away. And I wanted to look like that. I was like, I want to look like those guys. This is amazing. I want those muscles. So I was very thin, very small. I was actually about the second smallest freshman in high school. But I did, I guess, old school for that time. Tons of milkshakes, drinking up to a gallon of whole milk a day, lifting hard, lifting heavy, and just actually, and as a teenager, full of testosterone, I put on a lot of size and a lot of strength. So I competed in the Teenage Mr. Oregon twice. Did average, I guess, kind of in the middle. And then when I was 19, I competed in the Northwest Natural Bodybuilding Championships and placed second place in the teenage division. And I was actually the biggest, but my dieting back then, I had no one to help me with nutrition other than what I could just find in the magazines. So, my idea of dieting was not to have anything for lunch except for a Diet 7-Up and a cheese sandwich on white bread. Pretty bad, but I guess I was blessed being 19 that it was easy to lose weight and get fairly lean just by cutting back. So in 1991, I entered my first powerlifting competition and got first place, which was just awesome. So then I fell in love with powerlifting, and I like to lift in the heavier weight classes because I always wanted to be big. That probably goes back to being, small as a freshman, picked on as a freshman. But then by the time I graduated high school, I graduated at 205 pounds, and nobody messed with me. So anyway, I got into powerlifting and did most of my competing in the 275 class, a couple in the 242, mostly 275. I think I competed 15 times over the next 5 or 6 years and got 13 first place and 2 second places and set a couple state records. So did really, really well. And then as time went on, I just got away from powerlifting and I got into other things, and life caught up with you. And I always lifted weights, but I didn't compete in anything for a long, long time. So I came back when I was 52, and competed in another powerlifting competition, just a bench press only. But got first place and set the state record for Oregon for my weight class, and competed one more time at 56. It was about 2 years, no, I've been 55 just before I turned. So I'm 57 right now. And I competed in, same thing, bench press. But I started having a lot of shoulder problems, and also, unlike when I was younger and I felt really good at being heavy just didn't feel that good anymore. It began to really bother me. And so just this last year, I made one last try to go to powerlifting. Now, if you go to my short videos, you'll see there's one place where I'm holding up a photograph of me weighing over 250 pounds. That was taken in December of 2023, and this is May of 2024. So just actually less than 5 months ago. And you can see my cheeks are blowing up. My belly was huge. 40, wearing a size 40 in my pants. And I was really unhealthy, short-winded, lack of endurance. And I just said, this is it. No more powerlifting. It's time to make a change in my life. So I decided I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to what I did as a teenager. So since Christmas, I have lost 41 pounds. As of this video today, I am weighing 210, and I am continuing on. It is a learning process. At the beginning, I cut out all the sugars, all the bad carbs. I was eating chips and cookies and just all kinds of junk food, going out and having pizza, burgers. So I cut out all the fast food, all of the junk food, replaced snacks with apples and bananas and oranges and things like that. Started eating brown rice, whole wheat pasta, got rid of the old junk. And so the weight just came off super fast at the beginning. And along the way, I tried to refine, started paying more attention to macros, more attention to the nutritional value of each food, and cutting more carbs, cutting more fats, and the protein just went down with it. So a few weeks ago, about the time I hit, we'll say 213, 214, I made some final adjustments in really cutting my carbs and fats, like one more chunk of each. But because that knocked my calories down quite a bit, I replaced it with protein quite a bit. I added like over 30 grams of protein back into my diet. So over the past couple weeks, I have lost another 4 pounds from 214 to 210, but I have gained strength for the past 2 weeks on every workout. Some of the exercises, if not all of them, went up in every workout over the past 2 weeks while losing that last 4 pounds. So that's been really cool. Again, getting to know my body. At 19 years old, I could drink whole milk and be lean. I could drink whole milk, and I did, and have a six-pack. Now, I'm drinking non-fat milk, very little, only in the morning, and I'm still trying to get a 4-pack. But I'm on my way. So my training, basically I go back to old school. I'm totally old school. Not that I haven't tried. I've tried training body parts 3 times a week. I've tried training different body parts twice a week. For me personally, and what works for me, 42 years of lifting, I know that part. The old school 6-day a week, what they call a bro split now, 1 body part basically a day. So, or 1 plus a smaller one. So like day 1 is chest and calves. Day 2 is back and abs. Day 3, shoulders and traps. Day 4, triceps. So that's my short workout. Day 5 is biceps and forearms. I've got very skinny forearms naturally, so I have to train them as a separate body part hard. And then the last day of the week is legs, and I like to rest after legs because I'm sore, so I have that off day, start over. It's old school, but that's what I learned at the beginning. Over the years, again, as I said, when I powerlifted, I tried same thing, tried training muscles twice a week, 3 times a week. But I was always the strongest when I just did them once. That's what works for me. So still making discoveries on the diet, fine-tuning my protein, seeing what works. But so far I am pleased. So I wanted to share with you guys, where I'm going, where I've been over the past 5 months, what I'm doing now, the training 6 days a week. So if you're going to join me on this journey, and I hope that you will, join me on this journey as I put up videos. My goal is to put up at least 1 short every week showing my continued weight loss. I probably should have, looking back, started that a few weeks ago. It's just one of those things where, to be honest, I had just basically would look in the mirror and just kind of, because I became disgusted with how fat that I was when I was powerlifting. And by the way, I have dropped 3 sizes in pants, and am getting ready very soon to go to a 4th size. So I will have, within the next probably 2 weeks, have dropped 4 full sizes of pants. All my shirts have, and tank tops, everything I've had to drop smaller. So I'm gonna have a huge clothing yard sale if you're in Central Oregon soon and you happen to wear a 2X in your shirts or bigger waist size in your pants, please stop by. Anyway, so I probably should have done that sooner with the shorts, but I'm committed, as I continue to lose, to put up at least one short every week. It might be just 15 seconds of me hitting, a pose or something to show you where I'm at, how I've changed from the last week. I also intend to throw in some videos doing some of my favorite exercises. As time goes on and I get leaner and am more happier with the way I look, I plan to eventually start sharing workouts. This is what I do on chest day and things, and take you into my kitchen and show you my pre-workout, my post-workout, my midday meal, and what kind of meals have been working well for me. Just sharing things along the way. Take you out on some of the things I do outside of the gym. I teach wilderness survival. I have a channel called Ochiko Bushcraft. If you type that in on YouTube, that comes up. I've been doing that for several years. I go out in the woods, teach people survival, film survival. So I'm hoping that people will join me on this journey. Young, old, whether you're a bodybuilder, powerlifter, whether you're into fitness, or someone who just enjoys watching people change their lives on YouTube. I want you to join me on this journey. So again, my commitment is every week to at least throw up a short to show you the changes and the progress. And again, as I become happier with the progress and feel that I have earned that place to be able to say, hey, this is my chest workout and this is what works really well for me. And I've trained a lot of people. I was a certified trainer, got certified right out of high school by ISSA. And I trained a lot of people in powerlifting. I can say that every person I ever trained was very successful in gaining size and strength. So I want to share that knowledge, share what's working for me on the diet, things along the way. Again, I am a 100% dedicated believer in Jesus, so that's why the channel is called Lifting with Jesus. And whatever I'm doing, these videos or anything else in life, it's about honoring Him. So anyway, if I forgot anything, I will try to mention it in future videos, but I felt I need to give you guys a bio, a background. Check out the video I posted. I gave you the tour of my garage gym. I'm on a budget, so sometimes I can't buy the things I would like to buy even for my diet. I might have to get something on sale rather than the brand that I really like. But the goal is to add to this gym. I do some personal training here, and to get a lat machine in here and a hack squat, which I really miss, because hack squats along with regular squats really blew my thighs up when I used to bodybuild before. It really blew them up nice. So I'm hoping in the future to have the money to get those 2 pieces of equipment. Everything else is going real good. I'd like to show you my back workout one of these days and show you how I do a whole back workout that actually works really well without having a lat machine. And for those of you who are in the same position as me, garage gym, no lat machine. So anyway, God bless you guys. I'm excited for the videos and the journey, and I just hope that this channel grows and that people will jump on board and say, okay, Dan, let's see where it goes. And again, if you go to the shorts, one of the shorts starts out with a photo of me and what I looked like in December, 5 months ago, at over 250 pounds. We're down 41. And if you just look at my face and stuff, I probably look like I was 20 years older. Just it's round and it looks old and it looks unhealthy. And I know that it was. I know that I had a huge amount of fat around my internals because as the weight started to come off, breathing easier and rock climbing and some of the other things I do just got so much easier. So God bless you guys. Please join me on this journey. Take care, everyone.